Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the G-Flash, and I am back for some more Resplendent unit reviews for Fire Emblem Heroes. So today's unit who got the Resplendent alt is Marth. So everyone who have the Fate Pass can get yourself a copy of Marth. And I mean, this guy is a pretty decent unit, though. I mean, there's like the competition is pretty it's pretty strong in the sword class though, but Marth I guess still decent though as a support and someone to combat as well. So today I'm going to be taking a look at him and giving you guys some builds like premium and budget. But I want to just talk about this artwork real quick. So I like how they went with the Askar attire though, because Askar, I totally believe it fits him though, since he is a lord and a leader. So I like it. I mean, I still like the original one though, because the artist who drew the original Marth is so good at, you know, drawing the characters. But nonetheless, I like the Askar attire, and he looks kind of young, but I don't mind that though. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into see how Marth had aged and what he had in day one. So if we look at Marth's kit from day one, I mean, it's pretty clear that this is a day one kit though. None of the skills is very interesting though. He's got Falchion, Pivot, Escape Route, and Spurt Speed. Now Falchion, of course day one was just like the dragon effectiveness, and I believe Marth's Falchion had like the renewal effect or something, or yeah, it's been such a long time since I used them, so I don't even remember if the day one Falchion has renewal or not. I know it has the dragon effective bonus on it though. So, I mean, day one Falchion is just kind of like that though. And then he has got Pivot, which is completely a fodder assist skill at this point though. I don't even see anybody running Pivot. Now, Pivot was pretty decent day one, especially if you inherit that on your armor units though, when skill inheritance became a thing. So your armor units can move around the map faster. But as time went on, I don't think people even use Pivot. They all just ditch this assist though. Everyone runs swap or even reposition on their armor units because a lot of the armor skills. And yet I don't even... So yeah, I don't see anybody even bothering with this skill, so this skill is just completely thrown in the trash. I don't even bother with this skill anymore. Escape Route, till this day, I still think is a pretty decent skill. It's pretty good on Aether Raids though, if you want to drop your HP and then just warp over to an ally and just knock them out though. That's a pretty good strategy. But other than that, I feel like Escape Route is just a little inferior compared to Wings of Mercy. And Spurt Speed is just completely fodder though. And even the dual Spurt skills isn't even all that spectacular, because the drive skills and the joint drive skills are just completely overshadows them. So basically everything in his kit is just fodder though. Nothing too impressive, but I mean, that's just how day one kits go. But one bright spot about Marth is that his Falchion did get a refine, and this refine was a little early back in the day though. So his refine though is basically that if he is within 2 spaces of an ally, or if an ally is within 2 spaces, he gets like a drive spectrum buff to that ally though. So it's basically the ally that's near 2 spaces of Marth gets +2 to all of their stats, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't do anything for him, but I guess this is like a reference to him being a leader and always supporting his allies, which I like a good reference. But the thing is, this refine in today's day and age, it doesn't stand up anymore, because you've got someone like Male Corin with the Yanto refine grants like +4 to his support partner, which is a lot more stats than Marth's +2. And if you compare it to other 3 and 4-star characters with support weapons, of course the recently demoted Seta completely just overshadows him because Seteth has a joint drive attack and speed in his lance though. Or sort of like a joint drive attack and speed. So, and Seteth is a flyer, so that just makes it even like, that just makes the support even better for him though. And of course, the best support in the unit is definitely Brave Lucina, who got that drive breath though to any melee allies though. So yeah, Marth kind of just doesn't hold up as support anymore in today's day. But if you still like Marth and you definitely want to still make him a good support, well, I've got just the builds for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at his builds. Alright, so I'm always going to start with the budget builds first, and then we'll hop into premium. So for the first budget build, I will say, like, if you want to IV on Marth, go with plus speed or plus attack, though. If I'm not mistaken, attack is his super boon, I believe. But if you want him to be faster, plus speed wouldn't hurt, though. So we're going to run the Refined Falchion. So we're going to go with any skills you can easily get. So Reposition, Aether, Fury 3. I went with Fury because that's just kind of a no-brainer. You know, just boosts his overall stats. I went with Renewal because let's just say that he takes some damage during combat, though. Double renewal from his Falchion and the skill can heal him back like 20 HP. And then for the Sea Slot or the Seal Slot, go with like Close Guard or Distant Guard, or you can swap their places though. So that way, not only will it just be a great support and a buff bot though, but he can also do some fighting as well. And alternatively, some other budget skills you can go with is obviously drawback and for the assist or swap or any other easily available assist. Special you can go with Moonbow or Luna. And then the A slot you can definitely go with Death Blow, Swift Sparrow, Steady Stance, or Fierce Stance. I mean, I don't see people run Fierce Stance a lot though, but that's still a budget option since you can get it from Bantu. B slot, you can actually go with Swordbreaker, even though this is kind of a not highly recommended skill though. But the thing is, there's a lot of swords people running around that's got like almost over 50 speed and even close to 60. So Marth is definitely not going to double them without Swordbreaker. So you can run that on him if you want. And then of course the other cookie cutter B skills like Vantage, Desperation, or Guard could also work as well. And for the C slot, if you don't want to go with like the Close Call or Distant Guard, or not Close Call, Close Guard or Distant Guard, you can go with the Tactic skills or like the Drive skills. And Seal slot, you can also run Drive skill, or you can also like run something like Fierce Stance or the Smoke skills though, to provide a little bit more support, of course. So, I mean, as a budget, you can still make Marth a good support bot, though, that can provide many stats to your allies as invisible buffs or visible buffs. But if you want Marth to go, like, provide some for himself and be good at combat and something, then let's move on to the premium builds. But I will say, like, the budget builds definitely still work. Alright, let's check out what he will be with some premium builds and premium skills. Alright, so for premium option, we've got a lot of options, so I'll go over them though. So we're going to still run the Falchion, of course, with the Refine. And then any of the plus assist skills will definitely work, like Harsh Command, Attack Speed, like I've got right here, and any of the other skills as well. And the special I went with Rupture Sky. I mean, I like Rupture Sky because it deals a lot of damage. And since Marth is gonna, if he does go into combat though, and if he's fighting a dragon, it should boost his damage from Rupture Sky though. And then for the A slot, I went with Distant Counter because that's still a Gen 1 skill. But Distant Counter to this day is still one of the best A skills for any kind of melee unit. And I believe if Marth does want to like do some combat though, this is a pretty good, very good A slot skill though. And then for the B slot, I went with the attack speed ruse because since I got the attack speed plus as the assist skill, the ruse skill combos really well with that assist skill. So not only you'll buff an ally but you will also debuff an enemy's attack and speed. Then of course the Seesaw Joint Drive Speed is always my go-to one though. So not only will Marth get faster, but he can also provide his allies some invisible speed buffs as well. And this also I went with Drive Attack because if you buff your allies some more speed, then why not go for some more attack? So that way, Marth will not only be able to just like be faster himself, but also like do some good damage during combat, but his allies are gonna benefit a lot from the buff that he's granting to them as well. Some other skills you can go with him is definitely, if you don't want to do like the support and you want to just focus on like combat for more, you can just go with the speed refine on his Falchion though. And for special, you can actually ditch Rupture Sky and try a Blue Flame, because if you want Marth to be near some ally though, then he can actually dish out some pretty good damage with Blue Flame as well. And Blue Flame is currently in the Divine Coat Shop with Owain though, so if you got an Owain, you don't know what to do with them, I guess you can slap it on Marth and try it out yourself. The 8 slot, you can go with Fury 4 though, boost his stats even more, and like the stance skills like Steady Postures, and the tier 3 stance skill like Steady Posture and Kestrel Stance though. And the funny thing is, if you do want to run the Kestrel Stance 3, you can also combo it with the Kestrel Stance Sacred Skill that we just got in the Tempest Trials this time around. So that way, Marth in the enemy phase will be pretty fast and hit pretty hard as well. Alternatively, you can run Sparrow 3 if you want him to like be a good player face unit though. For the B slot, there's a couple of options. You can run the low skills, and if you do want him to be good at combat, the Spurn, Close Call, Repel will also be good, because Marth's speed is actually pretty decent and pretty good, and when you plus that merge them though, you can definitely get his speed up into the 50s, so you can definitely run these damage reduction skills though, like Spurn, Close Call, or Repel. And those pulse tie skills, like even or all pulse tie, could definitely still be a pretty good supportive skill for Marth as well. And then the C slot, you can go with the joint hold skills or the joint drive skills, like joint drive attack, for example, though. Or you can go with like something like hold attack or hold speed 4 or something like that to provide your allies even more support. And the thing is, if you do want to run like that Blue Flames a special I mentioned earlier, then the Seal slot, you can definitely go with like a Bond skill, so that way he can dish out even more damage with the Bond skills equipped though. So these are some build option and skill options for Resplendent Marth. Definitely still a decent support bot, even though the competition is growing really rapidly though, really fast though. But I still say that if you still want to make Marth work, definitely do you. But for me, I probably wouldn't really bother, you know, building up a Marth system support is, I mean, every support character just get overshadowed by someone like Brave Lucina or Seta, though. So, the end of sword competition, sword infantry competition is just so strong that it's hard to make Marth really stand out really good. And the thing I was thinking is that if his weapon refine came out today though, definitely would not just be doing like a dry spectrum and giving +2. It will be evolving to like a drive spectrum, giving +5, and maybe do something for himself though. Maybe himself grants like a in combat +4 or 3 to all stats, and then giving his allies +5 to all stats as a drive spectrum. That would have been pretty nice, don't you think though? But you know, it is what it is though. So that's gonna wrap up for Resplendent Marth. And it's revealed that our next Resplendent is gonna be Lucina. And I need to talk about this artwork. I mean, here's the thing. The design itself looks amazing. Like, I like Lucina, how she's in the fairy outfit, because from what I heard, Lucina does have a thing with fairies, and she likes to have like a fairy mask though that she wears though. But the way that this artist drew Lucina made her look like a kid. I don't understand, why did this artist drew Lucina into a kid? I guess since if you're in fairyland, you can be a kid or something? I don't know. Or maybe it's because in a dream world, you can be an adult or a kid. But, I mean, even than that, I really don't like it that they turn into a kid, though. I mean, the Resplendent Erica, who's also in the fairy outfit, still looks like an adult. Whereas Lucina made her look like a kid. So, I really don't know what that artist was thinking when he drew Lucina and made her look so young, like she's 12 years old or something, though. But anyhow, I think Lucina, I guess she's okay to get a Resplendent, but of course she's one of the day one of Swordswoman as well, though. And she also got a refine along with that Falchion Refine badge back in the day, though. And I'll for sure cover her. And let's just hope I don't rant too much about her artwork, because it's very controversial right now, and I mean, I don't blame it though. But I mean, I still like the fairy design, but I just hope that she looked like an adult more than like a kid. So that's gonna wrap up for the review. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments, are you gonna build Resplendent Marth or are you gonna stick to someone else? And what do you think of Lucina's artwork? I would love to hear your comments, what you think about it down in the comments below though. Also, if you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see me do more summoning videos, banner impressions, and Resplendent unit reviews. So hopefully you all enjoy, and I will see you all in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all later.